So this also important to understand that doing paralegal work, you can earn good money, all of that is great, but it is also the best way. We call it a gateway to an international career, okay, especially in areas like IP law. Why I say IP law is because IP law is the same in India and USA and anywhere in the world for that matter, because every country is TRIPS compliant. So the substantive law of IP is same everywhere. Basically there is a lot of laws that are very similar, and that is IP law is one of them. But if you practice criminal law, it will not be the same. If you want to practice any other law, let's say company law, it will not be the same. It will be very, very different. But IP law, because we are all TRIPS compliant, TRIPS is a WTO agreement called Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Laws. And because of that, everybody had to make their law very similar. Anywhere in the world, it is a WTO country. There are more than 180, I think 190 countries are WTO members. So if it is a WTO member company, then their law will be very similar to Indian law. Or India also had to change its law to make it TRIPS compliant. So because of TRIPS compliant laws, it is, at least know the patent law, the substantive patent, trademark, copyright law, geographical indications law. But then what will happen is that you have to learn the local procedure to do the local work. So if you want to work in the US, you have to learn the procedure. Like if you are working with USPTO, which is the Patent and Trademark Office, then there is some different rules they follow or different procedures they follow. It will not be the exact same as India. So those things then you have to learn. Okay. So, but what happens when you do paralegal work is that you are already working with US attorneys and you have to learn the work before you can get that paralegal work. But some work you have to learn before, and then when you're working, you're getting a lot of exposure to the US law, legal system. You're getting a lot of practical experience of actually working on US matters. You are building a network in the US. So when 1 year later, when you are in the US, maybe you're doing an LLM, maybe you got married and moved there, maybe you moved there with your family, maybe you moved there for any reason. Suddenly you have a network and you have experience of working. So by doing remote work from India, you're building up your network, you're building up your experience, you're building up your portfolio, you're building a track record later on to show people that, look, I have already worked on such things, I already have knowledge of these things, and it will help you a great deal for your, it will really, really help you to get, shift and migrate to that country. And even you have to do an LLM after that. You can LLM, you can write the bar exam. Even when you are writing the bar exam, even when you are doing the LLM, you already have a ringside view of how this work happens, your practical experience. So it will be much easier for you to go through your LLM, and you will find it easier to crack your bar exam. And when you qualify as a lawyer, then many Indian lawyers go there and qualify and still do not get a job, and they come back to India because they are not able to find a job after doing an LLM. Even after qualifying New York bar, California bar, they are not able to find a job because they have no network there, no connections there. But when you are doing such paralegal work, you are getting valuable experience and you have built up your network. So it's much easier to get a job there after that. Okay, which is why it is